How to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm Andrea Coutu from Consultant Journal at www.consultantjournal.com. So you'd like to be an expert, the toast of the town, so to speak. You can do it. But what you do has to stick. And so you need to take practical steps toward becoming an expert, toward becoming the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm here to build you up, not butter you up. So I'm not just going to sit here and say, hey, you can be an expert. I'm actually going to give you some tips, and I'm going to tell you how you need to work at it to become an expert. With practice and hard work, you too can be an expert in your own field. Now maybe you hear that and you say, that's easy for you to say, Andrea, but how about us mortals? Well, I'm mortal too, and the advice I'm going to give you is advice that you can actually use. I'm not just going to say, yes, you can be an expert. I'm actually going to talk about what it takes. When it comes to being an expert, it doesn't have to be so black and white. Odds are you already have an idea in your head of what an expert is, and I want to show you that expert doesn't have to mean what you think it might. It takes 10,000 hours to become an expert. At least that's what Malcolm Gladwell says. Malcolm Gladwell is that New Yorker writer who brought us Outliers, Blink, and The Tipping Point. He's an expert. Baloney. That's what I say to that 10,000 hours. Baloney. Like, really? Who has time for that? This little one? Sure, this little one may have 10,000 hours. Okay, so you don't have quite that much time. You're not starting out like a baby. You've got this idea that you'd like to work toward expert status, but you don't have 10,000 hours. But when we're talking 10,000 hours, that's to be a super amazing, wow, world-class Wayne Gretzky level of expert. Malcolm Gladwell level of expert. But what if you just want to be in the top tier? Just? Yeah, just. You can be in the top tier, and you can define the scope of that top tier. You can decide if you just want to be an expert in your hometown or in your field of professional focus. You can define the niche, you can define the geography, and you can work at that. And you can start with something really small and build out from there. You don't have to go after that world-class expert level when you're starting out. Sure, if along the way you build up 10,000 hours, you can do that. But you can be in the top tier without being a world-class expert. Someone once said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single bite. Actually, it was Laozi. He founded Taoism, and he said single step. Admittedly, I'm taking a bit of poetic license here. You just need to be patient. A hero ain't nothing but a sandwich. A hero is someone who's packaged things up, put a bit of this in and a bit of that, pulled it all together to serve a need, to come to the rescue in a particular area. And really, that's what an expert does. Jim Carrey once said that visualization works if you work hard. That's the thing. You can't just visualize and go eat a sandwich. You actually need to work at it. You need to take little steps toward your goal and work hard. So you're going to play a part in becoming an expert. You'll need to publish, interview, share your knowledge, do presentations, join some associations, build some credentials. But you can do that bit by bit, and you can define what areas you want to focus on, and then what feels comfortable for you when it comes to playing that part and building up that expertise. It takes time, but not 10,000 hours. No, not even close. There's no need to burn out or become a basket case. You can do this. You just need to take little bites. And then you'll have it in the bag. So to recap, you can spend less than 10,000 hours with some focused effort and become the greatest thing since sliced bread. You'll need to put in some effort for sure, and that's going to involve sharing your knowledge through presentations, building up some credentials, publishing what you know, doing some interviews, joining associations, and really just sharing your expertise with the wider world. But becoming an expert and becoming the greatest thing since sliced bread doesn't have to mean becoming a burnout or a basket case. Want to know more about becoming the greatest thing since sliced bread? You can get 6 tips for jumpstarting your expert status at consultantjournal.com/newsletter. Thanks for listening. I'm Andrea Coutu from consultantjournal.com.